Hey guys, Don Schnorr here from 1AutomationWiz, and today I'm going to show you a neat little trick that will save you some money on your 1AutomationWiz subscription. It's not often that a vendor shows you how to save money with their product, but I'll do that for you today. As you know, 1AutomationWiz sets a fee structure, whether it be our Pro Pack, our Basic Pack, Starter Pack, or Autoresponder, based on the number of email addresses or client database records that you have in your account. By default, all packages start with a database allocation of 10,000 users. Now, over a period of time, you're going to generate email addresses and client records into your account that are non-deliverable. In other words, you might send a broadcast email out to a list of 10,000 people, but you're going to have a certain percentage of those emails bounce back as non-deliverable, and we call those a hard bounce. Now, 1AutomationWiz will actually keep track of how often an email bounces, and by default, we pretty much say the email address is dead if it's bounced 3 times over a period of a week. Now, you can keep those dead email addresses in your account if you want, but they are going to chew up a database allocation that could be used for another address that is deliverable that you can make money from. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to purge out the dead wood from your email lists on your client database record, and in doing so free up some space that you can use for new clients that you can send mail to. In essence, what this will do for you is it means that you won't have to upgrade your account to the next level as often, because you're not going to run out of space as quickly. Let's say you've got a database allocation in a Pro package of 10,000 and your subscribers or your database is approaching 9,800. You're going to have to upgrade to the next level. But if you go through and prune out 2,000 or 3,000 dead email addresses, all of a sudden you've got a lot of space and you don't need to upgrade because now your account isn't nearing its limit. So here's what we do. First, go to Email and Marketing and go to Bounce Manager. Next, go down to the part that says Search for Bounce Clients. Under Mail Type, select All. Under Bounce Type, select Hard Bounce. Now, the difference is a hard bounce means that the mailbox or server is inaccessible, or the email address is just plain bad. A soft bounce, on the other hand, is a mailbox that is live but temporarily inaccessible. Maybe the mail server is full at the web host or something like that. Then go down to Display and click 100. And then under Hard Bounce, you can select 1, 2, or 3. And that's the number of times that the mail's bounced. So if you select 3, that means that the system, at some point in time, you have sent email at least 3 times to a particular individual on this list, and that email has bounced back 3 times. It's a real good indication that the email address really isn't any good. So what we're going to do is select 3 because we know that that email address is no good. If you select 1, now it could be a technical glitch, so I always like to just go to 3. Then under Action Taken, click All. Or you can click None, pretty much the same thing. Click Search. The system will then come back with a list of all the people in your email address or in your database that you've sent mail to that is bounced. You can see when the last mail failed. This is bounced 3 times. This email address also is bounced once as a soft bounce. So at one point, maybe this email address was good, but it's certainly not any good any longer. To delete these and clear up your database size, click Select. That'll automatically select those email addresses. And you might not have 3. You might have, 3,000. And simply click Delete. It'll ask if you want to confirm. Say yes. And you're done. Now, if you want to get really aggressive and clean up more space, do the same thing. Select all, or show all, hard bounce, display 100, and then hard bounce, select 2, and search again. Now these emails have bounced twice. If an email has bounced twice, there's a pretty good indication that it too is going to be a bad email address and will bounce a third time if you send mail to it. So typically for me, I always like to clean out the hard bounce number 2 and hard bounce number 3 just from the database to clean it up. So select all. That'll select all these numbers or all these addresses. Click delete, confirm, and now you're done. Now this may not seem like a big deal if you only have, like we did in this example, 10 or 15 email addresses that are bouncing. That's not a big deal. But we've got clients with accounts that have 50 or 60,000 email addresses that are bouncing 2 and 3 times. And if they were just clean those addresses out of their list, they'd save quite a bit of money and they could move down to a lower package. If you have any questions on how to do this, watch the video again, or feel free to use our knowledge base, tech support, help desk, or feel free to call. Once again, this is Don Schnorr from 1AutomationWiz. Thanks very much.